project is to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. The title of this speech is The Proper Protege. Most of us, if not all, have been influenced by an experienced and trusted mentor. However, the protege must also play an active role in their development. After all, whatever we put into it is what we get out of it. Please welcome Angie.
Do we always get what we pay for? What about if it's not monetary, but what we put into it? Do we get out of what we put into it? Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. In 5th grade, my music teacher stood in front of the class. Does any one of you want to play the wind instrument, the oboe? That's the response she got right there. It's very difficult to play. Ooh, me, pick me. Even as a kid, I really liked challenges. Little did I know how much money it would cost my parents so I could stop going every single time I played. Hundreds of dollars through high school. I ended up getting a music scholarship to play in college. But the better I got, the better the teacher needed to be, the more money I had to pay. Was I getting what I was paying for? Mentorship is not always monetary in value. If one really wants to be a student and see further than others, standing on the shoulders of giants, as Sir Isaac Newton once said, one has to pay a high price as a protege. My best oboe teacher was someone who had retired after he was a principal violinist in an orchestra. He became the conductor of the National Orchestra in Switzerland. This was after I graduated college, after I played in a small chamber orchestra. I was able to play my oboe in front of this not decrepit person, but someone who is alive with passion for music. He was in his 70s, stern. He had piercing, judging eyes, no smile. But I was hot stuff, right? I was like, hey, I know how to play the oboe. Let me show you what I have. And I played. I finished. Silence. You want to play the oboe? Didn't I just play the oboe? You want to learn music? Twice a week with me. I teach you music. I really can't pay for that. Free. But you pay as a proper protege. Proper protege? What is it? What did that mean? He said the magic word though. Free. Of course I said yes. Little did I know, twice a week meant 3-hour lessons every time. Little did I know how much I had to practice in between each of those lessons, hours to rise up to the expectation of this teacher. Sometimes his words were not kind. Sometimes he yelled. Sometimes he threw objects. Sometimes I cried. One time, very frustrated, he stood up, opened the door, and politely asked me out. Go, leave now. There's one thing I never did. I never left my seat, despite the not kind words and the yelling and the object throwing and sometimes my crying. I never left because I learned a proper protege never sacrifices a challenge, but is always challenging themselves to learn. When my time came to end with him, he organized a private concert. It was an intimate setting by invitation only, and it was a bunch of musicians that were amazing. There was even a well-known oboist that was coming to this concert. I was the featured performer. Wow. Ooh, the night of the concert, nervous, intimidated. I was in the corner, breathing, shaking a little bit. My mentor, with his passion for music and instruction to teach someone music of composers like Bach and Beethoven. He came forward to me with his kind eyes and a very soft voice, and he whispered, "It's not about you, it's about the music. Share it." My nerves went away. One of the most impactful evenings of my entire life. It was almost transcendent. It was a room of people that were not listening to me. They were listening to music. We were sharing something together in this room. It was beyond myself. So we are all proteges and Toastmasters. My mentor, I never paid him a single penny. Never one penny, never one time. And he gave to me and gave to me. In Toastmasters, with us being all proteges, we need to learn to continue to share and listen to each other. After all, what we put into Toastmasters is what we're going to get out of it. Thank you.